My name is Lloyd Brunson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate here in Utah, this 2012 race. Can we really send a senator or congressman to Washington, D.C. and really see results? Is that possible? Can someone go to Washington and really do something? That's a big question, because it's easy to get up and stand in front of you and say, hey, I'm conservative, and I'm going to cut spending, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and vote for me. I mean, that's been going on ever since the parties were invented. Gosh, haven't we been doing this for many years? You know, they talk the talk, you know, and they say things that are conservative, and then they go to Washington, D.C., and the same progression of destruction seems to be happening. Isaiah 28, if you get a chance, go read it. It says, the tables of learning will be full of vomit. What's vomit? Food you've eaten before. And we will learn a little here and learn a little there and fall backwards and be snared. And when the devastating scourge comes, we will not be prepared to handle it. And if we don't understand the basic tenets of this, forget it. Go home. Get out of politics and say, hey, what say you, Senator so-and-so, about the Fifth Amendment and this part of it, or the 13th Amendment, or Article 3, Section 3? I call the Lieutenant Governor's office and I says, hey, you tell people to go out and vote. Go out and vote. How about for the Communist Party? And I says, how about going out, encouraging people to study the Constitution and go out and vote accordingly? How many representatives have sworn or affirmed to uphold the Constitution and they have no idea what is in it? That's perjury. When was the last time a representative says, hey, I support this bill or I authored this bill because of this clause in this section? Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Yet that's supposed to be why we have such a great country, is because of this document. So what are we going to do? Run back to Washington? Hey, I've got something better than this. What, are we smarter than Jefferson? We're going to go back there and we have our own ideas, we have our own plans, we have our own ways that we're going to fix this problem? I'm obligated, and every other senator is obligated, to vote according to the Constitution. There's no compromise. When you swear that you're going to do that, you better do it. You can't get up there and go, well, I better compromise here, I better compromise there. Or you better stay home and not do it. Our representatives are supposed to be defending the Constitution. And then I'm thinking, do we as citizens have an oath? Do we have an implied oath? Do we have an obligation to the Constitution to support it and defend it and protect it?
Well, the President's oath is a little different than the Congressional oath. I guess support, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. But I think all of us as citizens, would you say all of us as citizens have the same implied oath to defend the Constitution?
We should. We should all be working toward the same things, right? We're all operating under the same Constitution.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that we have unalienable rights given to us by our Creator. There was no debate back then. Is there a God? Isn't there a God? Should we have God in government? Shouldn't we? Hey, it's a self-evident truth. The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Ninth Amendment, to me, is the spirit and the soul and the purifier of the Constitution. It's one sentence long. It says, the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. In other words, no Supreme Court justice, no power on earth can interpret the Constitution in a way to deprive you or disparage you or to take away your unalienable rights. And that's what unalienable means, right? They can't be taken from you. So apparently our Lord wants us to be free. We better get on our knees and pray and rely upon the same divine hand of providence that the signers of the Declaration relied upon. The God mentioned in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution is not only merciful, but He is generous. And I promise you that as you study this and start defending it, He will bless your life. I know that's true. I swear that's true.